4 people who are at various stages of hair loss from conditions such as alopecia and male pattern baldness. So we sent them away to be fitted with a non-surgical hair replacement system. The CEO of the company behind the process, Niall Boylan, oversaw it all backstage. He's back again. Niall, keep getting your name right.
It's okay.
Welcome back. Sorry about all that. Welcome back. Backstage, what's been happening for the last couple of hours?
Yeah, it is, because normally the process in total takes 8 weeks, because we have to make a custom-made system for everybody. It's not just like a wig, a one-size-fits-all, and the bases on them are so fragile. And normally it takes about 3 hours to fit, but we've just done 4 people in an hour, so we've had 5 or 6 stylists there running around like crazy, but it all went really, really well.
Well, I'm dying. I have to say, I'm really keen to see how it all went. First up, ladies and gentlemen, is 18-year-old Rania Murray from Ballinan, County Tipperary. Rania has all over alopecia, meaning she has no hair on her head or indeed her body, and here is what she looked like earlier. As we can see, there she is, and we turn around and round and round, and there she is. But what does she look like with a full head of hair again? Please welcome back Rania, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Welcome back. There you are. Now, when you saw yourself in the mirror for the first time, as you are now, how did it feel?
I started crying.
Did you?
Yeah, it was amazing. Like this is my hair.
Is that what you were
I
like
just can't
before?
describe it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And did you pick the style and the way it was curled and the way the colour and everything like that?
Yeah, I got to like pick it exactly how I wanted it.
And when you were looking in the mirror having a little tear, what were you thinking?
I just couldn't believe it. Sorry.
That's okay. It's exciting. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going through your mind now? You're kind of thinking about what it was like and what it's been like for you in the recent time?
Yeah.
You're okay. Why are you having such a cry?
It's just like,
Come on.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I have hair again.
Yeah. And it feels all different to be back in the world where you have hair in your head and everything like that. And you're happier. Yeah. Would you like to keep it and keep it? Do you know what? I'm not going to make you suffer any longer by standing here talking to me. Take a seat over there. You're great. Well done. Well done. Wow. Okay. Well done. We might come back to you in a second, but gather yourself there. You're great. Stephen Holland is 21. He's from Selbridge. And as you can see there, he's beginning to lose his hair at the fringe and, of course, on top. Let's see what happened to Stephen in the last hour or two. Please welcome back Stephen Holland, ladies and gentlemen. There you are. How are you? Yeah, good. Okay. How did you feel when you looked in the mirror earlier on?
Unbelievable. Just couldn't believe it. It was
really
amazing, yeah.
Do you feel like a new person?
Yeah, definitely. Even walking out there, a bit more confidence.
Yeah, you kind of came out with a bit of swag going on there, you know. I think before you were a little bit, japers, the hair's going now, and now it's a bit more. Look at me.
Yeah.
Head of hair, and this is real human hair now.
It is, yeah. The difference between this and say the old days of the toupee or the standard wig was, you can actually brush your hair back, and it just looks like the hairs are growing out of your head.
Yeah.
You know.
And how was the process for you? How did you find the
it was simple, like, you know, nice and easy, and like even now I wouldn't even feel like I have anything on my head, like, you know, it's just the hair there. Like,
okay, and when you, as you say, you've had it for the last few minutes, I suppose, or half an hour or so. Even walking around the corridors backstage, did you feel different?
You would, yeah. Like, you'd feel maybe people won't look so much at my head anymore, and maybe look at myself.
Because that was driving you mad, and it must be because you're 21, because you're so young to have, you know,
probably looked about 30.
Well, you did. You definitely looked a little bit older. It's male pattern baldness is completely normal thing to have, but is this your future now? Are you going to keep this?
I think
keep
so.
going, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, and what sort of cost are we talking about for a job like this now?
To get something like that done, it's not that expensive. It's €800 to have something like that done. Now, the thing about it is, it doesn't last forever. Like standard hair, the hairs fall out, and unfortunately, it's not his, so it's not going to replace itself.
Yeah.
So it does have to be done again. Depending on the person, with longer hair, it doesn't last as long because the weight.
Ronja's still crying. So how does it work then?
Well, then you have to replace it again, the system. So the system has to be replaced probably once every year or so.
So once a year?
Yeah, so you probably look, but it is available on medical cards. So if people have medical cards or are struggling, they can actually get it through the medical card.
If there is a way around it. Can people do it themselves, or do we have to go through?
They can. The maintenance can be done every single month. The bond that's on that he can go swimming, or he can go surfing, or he can do whatever he wants tomorrow. And the bond that's on that has to be rebonded depending on the person, between 3 to 6 weeks. So to be taken off, just a scalp clean with a surgical spirits and rebonded on again.
Okay, are you gonna hold on to it then? Is that
Yeah.
you are? You're definitely
Yeah.
going to keep it. You feel different. You look happier. You do. You can actually see it in your face. It's bizarre, but if that's
Feels much better.
it feels. Yeah. Well, I'm delighted for you. Thanks for coming in, Stephen. Take a seat there.
Thank you.
That's great. You're making people happy anyway.
That's what it's all
Nothing
about,
wrong with
isn't it?
that. Now, we also met 9-year-old Jack Kennedy at the start of the show, and like Rania, Jack has alopecia. We spoke to him on the radio show, and we spoke to his mum actually, and as we did with Rania, and both of them talking about the difficulties of this, what it does to your confidence, and for Jack at school, particularly difficult. But he was very excited about getting his new hair. I'm dying to have a look and see how he got on, and here he comes now, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Kennedy! Well, let's have a look at you. Give us a spin. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard the term wolf whistle. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, you just got one from the audience. Okay, that means you're doing something right. Now, you're 9 years old. You've had a tough old time with this. Some people acting the maggot with you and some people just being cool with you, depending. When you saw yourself in the mirror the first time, Jack, what did you think?
I couldn't really believe it.
Really?
I thought I was dreaming
Did you? Why did you think that?
because like nothing would really happen to me like this.
In what sense? You just felt you'd never get the hair back in your head, is that it? You just didn't think it was going to happen. Is it comfortable?
Yeah, but if you put your head down like that, it stretches.
It stretches a little bit. Well, now, where's Mammy? Mammy's in the audience. Now, we spoke before on the radio, and I'm dying to know what you think now that you see Jack coming out.
Absolutely fantastic, yeah. It's brilliant, yeah.
Do you think
Delighted with
would
it.
you like him to keep the...
I would,
You
yeah.
would?
Uh-huh,
And do you think it's going to make a difference to Jack's quality of life?
definitely.
In what way?
It'll give him more confidence, like, you know, and I feel he'll be happier with himself even, like, you know.
Is it difficult for you as mum with Jack with the alopecia and the difficulties that incurs at school or wherever?
It's just hard to understand where or how he got it, like, you know. But I've been trying to help him to keep positive about it and just get on with life, like, you know, because we didn't know about Evolve at the time.
Yeah.
And it's just fantastic.
Well, when I met Jack earlier on behind the scenes and he sat in my desk and interviewed me for 20 minutes, confidence isn't an issue.
No,
In fact, my job was very much under threat, I'm glad to say, because you seemed like a happy young fella, like, would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
What difference do you think having the hair in your head is going to make to you, Jack?
Well, it's gonna make my head feel heavier. When I'm taking a shower, I'll be able to feel something, and I can feel something on my head right now.
Yeah. And, you know, obviously some people choose to embrace their alopecia. Some people like,
yes,
they like
some people that
they're
don't
very
mind.
happy to say, that's my life and it doesn't make any difference to me or whatever. Would you prefer to have the no hair and just go with that, the way that the cards have fallen for you, or would you rather go with the hair?
Well, I'm not really sure because I do want the hair, but I'm more used to having no hair.
Yes.
But I do want the hair.
Yeah, do you think if you were to call it, you'd say you're going to go with the hair?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. You've been great to come in, Jack. It's been lovely talking to you. Jack Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, we also meet, or at least we did meet a few little while ago, one of Ireland's best known baldies, as they say, presenter and DJ Ray Shah. And there's Ray as we know him in all his shining glory. But what does he look like with hair on his head? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Ray Shah. Oh, brilliant.
Bit different.
I think it's nearly the most authentic looking of them all in that sort of... You look like Jamie Cullum. He was on the show last week.
Okay.
You look very like him.
Bit of a rock.
Bit rock and roll, but
isn't
it looks absolutely believable.
I would love to see people's reactions back home now, like, oh, my friends, my girlfriend, because I know they've
Your
never,
ex-girlfriend.
never
some
seen
women
you
love
in there
balls, you
before.
know.
Yeah, well, listen, when I'm DJing, not a word of a lie, you have girls coming up to you and they actually just want to rub your head or lick your head, believe it or not, like, you know, so it's, you can't complain, you know.
Well, you can, but... Okay, no, I wanted to catch you. Your reaction looking in the mirror when that popped on your head.
Strange, obviously, because I've been so used to having no hair. It's been 15 years since I shaved my head, And no matter what I had in my head that no matter what Evolve was going to pull into my head, I was going to absolutely hate it.
No, yeah.
And you know what? I actually don't mind it.
What do you
It's
think,
actually-
ladies and
it's
gentlemen? Do you like
actually
it? Do you think
not
it's
too
better?
bad.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of it's great. It's I have to say it's very convincing.
Yeah.
And would you consider keeping it?
This thing that was a bit.
Well, you know what, you can deal with that.
Yeah, I can deal with that,
That's
yeah.
a bit of product.
That was your choice.
Do you know, I
That's true.
wouldn't say yes and I wouldn't say no. You know, above all, I am very comfortable with having no hair, with being bald.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with having no hair and being bald. I
Not
think,
sure,
you know,
listen, most of the people you meet in a given day, fellas particularly, would be bald. As I say, some people are very happy to embrace that baldness.
But what really hit home, now I have to say, is when Rania, when she started to cry backstage,
Yeah.
it really kind of hit home how important having hair is to people, you know,
confidence.
especially, exactly, for confidence. And I'm delighted she was so happy, I have to say.
Are you all right there, Rania? You okay? Are you still having a little tear?
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry at all. I hope you're happy. You are happy, aren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, okay.
No,
you're
I
not-
was
you're not
delighted to
upset.
see that now, I have
Yeah.
to say. It just really kind of hit home.
What I'd like to know is that if Ray decides, if you decide, Ray, on a given week, I feel like a hair week this week, and then for the rest of the month you just want to be not a non-hair week, is it
Possible to take it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, we have a spray, similar to the spray you would use to take super glue off your fingers, that will break down the bond on your scalp. And it's safe to use on your skin. And you put that on and wait about 10 or 15 minutes. And then a bit of manoeuvring and you will get it off
Okay,
again.
so if somebody is bald and says, yeah, I like the look of this and I'd like to have a go at it, where do they go and how long is the process?
Well, basically when they come in and we use it's like a stretch and seal and lots of sellotape. We take the shape of their head and then we mark a hairline, depending on what sort of style they want.
Yeah.
And we send that away then with a sample of their hair. If they have any existing hair, we'll send that away. And it comes back. It takes about 8 weeks because everything is made by hand. Every single one of these hairs has to be actually put in by hand.
Yes.
We did try about 2 years ago using a company in Asia that were making them with machines, but it looked wretched. So it has to be done by hand to make it more natural looking. You know?
Okay, well, it's certainly an extraordinary transformation for all of you. And you said about 800 quid for
it's a little bit more expensive, say, for a woman with long hair.
Yeah.
With short hair, you're looking at about 700, between 700 and 800. With longer hair, between 800 and 900.
And as you said earlier on, medical card, of course, if people can use it, it's possible to.
Oh yeah, if you've got a medical card, you do
It's
get
there
that. Well,
too.
unfortunately, our government don't give you everything back.
Yeah.
They don't consider everything to be an illness, but you can roughly get back about 600 euro on it.
Okay. You've been all great sports, by the way, so thanks a million for coming in. I can't wish you enough happiness. Good luck with it. Hair or no hair, you're very, 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 wish you lots of luck. Thanks a million. Thank you, Niall. Ladies and gentlemen, our friends, with or without hair,